training, what was your anticipation coming into this race? What were your realistic goals?
First of all, I'm really happy to be back running because for about 4 weeks I had to take some time off because of injury. I've been training in Morocco for the past 2 months and a half. Coming into this race, I thought I was not fit enough to place in the top 3, but you know, I did my best and I hanged in there and came with the win.
Did you have a bad patch in there? Was there any time where you're saying, okay, I'm not feeling good, and there was a potentially, I'm not a breaking point, but you thought, okay, I just have to hang in and maybe I can get a top finish? And then when was the moment where you say, okay, I'm on and I feel strong and I think I can win the race?
Yeah, you know, I wasn't fit enough for the race. I wasn't doing enough training. In the race, with about 6K or 5K to go, it was me, Patrick, and Ryan, and I was just hanging in there. You know, I was hoping, you know, they don't make a move. With about, I think, a mile to go, Ryan, he made a move, and it was me and him, and I just stayed behind him, and I was looking to finish second. You know, with about 2 meters to go, I thought, you know, I'm going to try to sprint and see if I can pass him, and it worked out.
That's great. Patrick, you know, you were second in this race last year in your debut at the half marathon at 1:02:01. How would you compare your performance this year with last year's? I mean, you did so much of the work out there. As I understand it, there was some headwind out there at some point.
Yeah, I mean, comparing the performances last year to this year, I think it was a lot deeper field. You know, maybe last year that move at 6, Ryan went to grab the bottle, I took off, tried to get a jump on everybody. Maybe last year that would have worked out, but I mean, Ryan and Mo are such great talents that this year didn't really phase them. So I ended up being out in the front, and you know, maybe the wise thing to do would have been to tuck back in, but you know, I wanted to kind of open it up on that straightaway, one of the few straightaways that we had, and tried to run the tangents through there, but it wasn't enough. At about a mile to go, Ryan and Mo broke me, and I just kind of watched a great race from the wings.
The back seat.
The back seat, yeah.
But once you make that strong both-bitted, I mean, once you put your cards in, I mean, you're all in at 6. Once you make that decision, it's hard then to back off of that and maintain your rhythm. So you sort of established yourself and, okay, I'm going, I've got to go take this as far as I can. Is that the thinking?
Exactly, yeah. I wanted to just step on the gas there a little bit, squeeze the pace down, and then, you know, once it didn't break anybody, just keep it honest, you know, keep honest mile after honest mile, and whittle the pack down so that hopefully I could be around at the end there, but that wasn't the case.
Well, from our standpoint, we thank you for doing it, because anytime people sort of inject pace and make it exciting, bless your heart, we enjoyed it very much. Questions from the audience? Well, Mo, tell me about, you said you had an injury earlier. What sort of injury? How long? What injury was it?
I have plantar fasciitis.
Okay. Yeah,
I had it back in August when I was training for the marathon, and then when I went to race in New Haven, the 20K, that's when it bothered me more, and I had to live back home, and I had to be pushed in a wheelchair at the airport. When I went back home, I wasn't really training much. You know, I was mainly treating my injury, and I lost a lot of fitness. I went to run a 10K, and I lost a lot of shape because I had to take a lot of time off, and I had to cancel my marathon debut. I went back to Morocco. I went to see a doctor. He gave me medicine, and it was gone for 3 weeks while he was giving me medicine. But as soon as I stopped the medicine, it came back.
And, it's a disease.
Yeah. So it was scary because I have a friend who had it for 2 years. You know, so I was really worried.
It's a tough one. Huh?
Yeah. So, you know, it's still bothering me, but you know, I'm training through it. You know, and just you know, I'm really happy to be just racing.
Are you both planning on running the trials? next year here in Houston.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that's great. And how did, yes, David?
Mo, tell us a little bit more about your Moroccan experience now. Where do you live when you're there? Where do you train? And I heard that you recently got married.
Yeah, I train in Casablanca. That's where I was training last year when I ran Jacksonville, the 15K in Jacksonville. I got married about 5 weeks ago.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was very busy, for the past 2 months.
Plantar fasciitis, the wedding.
Not that busy, but I bought an apartment. I'm settled in my life. I'm enjoying my life. Yeah.
That's great. Please let's welcome Ryan Hall, our second place finisher here in the championship. Ryan, welcome. Got the new